So we're at Lynemouth Mine Water Treatment Scheme today. This is a really exciting site for us because it's an opportunity to demonstrate the place-based outcomes of our sustainability plan. So we have one of our biggest solar arrays being installed this year. We also have circular economy in action with our ochre recycling. There's a lot of biodiversity on the site which we can enhance through some of our schemes. So it really does embody the sustainability plan in one cohesive place.
So Lynemouth is one of our biggest sites across our estate. It's in the northeast of England. We've got 7 lagoons here and 2 sludge drying bays, and the purpose is to treat the mine water that's coming up from an old shaft at the colliery, and that is to protect the environment and the people in the local area. Ochre is a byproduct from our mine water treatment scheme. It is a substance that naturally occurs within the mine water, and we treat the mine water to remove this before we release the mine water back into the environment.
Ochre is an iron-rich byproduct which is usable across many industries, so it can be used in contaminated lands. There's many opportunities there to immobilise heavy metals. This material in particular is going into the anaerobic digestion industry, where it's used as a sustainable additive to reduce hydrogen sulfide and phosphates as part of the biogas production. It's a really good sustainable solution because it replaces expensive iron-based products that are often imported from overseas. So this, which would formerly go to landfill, actually is being reused as part of a circular economy.
We have 82 different schemes across the UK, England, Scotland and Wales, all of which produce ochre. And what we've been doing over recent years is exploring how that ochre can be repurposed rather than it being sent to landfill as a waste material. In the past, we have explored the likes of pigment usage and wastewater treatment. We're always on the lookout for new opportunities for repurposing the material. And as a innovation team, we're always looking to explore further uses. It's really important that we find value in this material to be able to help sustain our growth as an organisation. It also then allows the income that we generate from the material to be offset against some of our operational costs as an organisation. So every pound that we generate through repurposing and supplying the byproducts into the industry is a pound less we're taking from the UK taxpayer. It's also really important to us to be able to divert it from landfill. Now, some of these sites, there's significant costs involved, not to mention the environmental impacts of doing so as well. So not only are we generating an actual financial value for the organisation and the UK purse, but we're also avoiding cost through not having to send material to landfill.
Renewable energy is a key part of the Mining Remediation Authority's journey to being net zero by 2030. We already have an existing 8 sites that have solar arrays which power some of the electricity consumption at that site, and our plan is to roll out and expand that further, starting with an installation here at Lynemouth and then another one at our Silverdale Mine Water Treatment Schemes this year. This is part of a much longer strategy to install renewable energy at some of our existing sites and crucially to kind of maintain the sites that we've already got. So we need to make sure that wherever we have our solar arrays that we're maintaining them and making sure they're operating at maximum efficiency. So we pump a lot of water at this site, around 200 litres per second. So it's really important that we try and meet some of the site's energy use through renewable energy, which is why we're installing a 1.1 megawatt power solar array here this year. This is going to be a really significant infrastructure project. It's going to be about 5,000 square metres, consist of around 2,200 solar panels. Now, to put that into context, that's enough energy to power around 350 homes in the UK for a whole year. And that's going to help contribute towards the electricity consumption of this site.
So when we install the solar arrangement, we're going to do it on a pretty poor grassland as it is at the moment, but we'll create a new area of grassland on the site, which we're going to do behind me here, which is known as an enhancement area, and we're going to manage that for 35 years so that we maintain the grassland, and it will have hopefully a lot better biodiversity value than the original grassland that we've had to disturb. We should be able to see hopefully more orchids, but more sort of wildflowers in general. So, it's quite a industrial type landscape. So we'd like to get a bit more interest in here, which is great for invertebrates. It's really important that we know what biodiversity value we already have so that we can take account of that in our operations. So we've conducted a series of habitat surveys over the last 2 or 3 years to understand what our baseline of habitats is, and we can then manage those parts of our operational sites to maintain that biodiversity value or to increase it and improve it